Hello everybody, so in this video I'm gonna show you how to use Flashback Mod for Minecraft Java version 1.21.5. So let's get started. The first thing you want to do here is get yourself Flashback Mod. Now I will have a tutorial in the description on how to download and install Flashback Mod if you need it. But if you already have the mod, what you want to do here is either go to a single player world or a server. So I'll go to a single player world first, and then you'll be able to start recording. So basically the way this works is that here you're playing a normal Minecraft Java world, but the difference is if you go to the game menu using escape, here you'll see a setting called flashback here, start recording. So the idea here is to click this button, and we're now recording the game. So what you're actually recording here is the chunks that we can see here. So for example, if what you have in mind is recording the trees, me standing here will let you record the trees if you have the file, for example. Well, it really doesn't matter where you are on the map. You can also be invisible. You're just recording whatever's happening in the chunks loaded. So for example, I'll be running around and then we'll stop recording. So let's say that you're having your scene, you are doing something, I don't know, maybe a fight scene or something, maybe PvP. But the idea here is once you have recorded what you want, you can just go ahead and go to escape again and click finish recording. You can also do pause recording, but finish recording is better than just pausing them and just restarting them. For example, if you do pause and we continue a bit later, it will give you just a next scene. It works, but having just a longer recording, I believe, is just easier to edit in the next step. So just make sure to record everything you want and then just do finish recording. Here, it is going to ask us to go ahead and save it. You can give it a name if you want, but you really don't need to do this. You can just do save replay. And the replay is now saved. So how do you access the replay? Well, all you want to do is to go to the Minecraft menu. So you want to go to save and create a title. And from there, you'll notice that we have a flashback menu here. So all you want to do is click the flashback button, and here you'll find our recording here. So what you want to do is find the recording you just did and do play. And what's going to happen here is that you're going to load into your player. So there's a couple things that you can do here. The first thing is, number one, moving around. You can just move around using the normal arrow key as you just play Minecraft normally. To look around, you want to use your mouse and you want to click. So you want to go ahead and do left click, and now you'll be in the game. So what I said about chunks is that my player is over there, but these chunks here are things that can be recorded if need be. So that is one thing that you can do. But we'll just go ahead and record our player as this is our main action here. So let's say that we have a player, and number one, you don't want to have name tags here. Well, number one, render name tags off, and there you go. Here we now have our nameless player, which is pretty cool. And for example, let's say that we want to do a sample recording. So here we have a trace where our player went. We know that he went there. We can always simply go ahead and play it and see what happened during the game, but we can clearly see it goes in this direction here. So what you want to begin by doing here is simply by, number one, starting your frame. So where is going to be your beginning of your frame of your recording? Well, let's say that we want to start it right here. What do you do? Well, number one, you want to go to add element, and then you want to click this button, and then you want to do camera. And now we have a camera element. Here, you also want to click add keyframe. And you're going to notice that the borders are now green. This is because we are perfectly aligned with one of these boxes here. So this is the camera keyframe here, and it's recording this area here with a player. So basically, what you want to do is just play the replay, and we can always move through it, doesn't matter. So here we're looking around, and what's going to happen is that the player is going to move. So it's going to go off screen as soon as it moves around. So let's just wait a bit for that one to happen. Here it is, and now it's moving around. So let's say that, okay, it's going this way, I want to go closer to it. Well, how does that work? Well, you can easily just go this way, and you can go behind it. You can do add keyframe, and now there's gonna be a little line here. If you notice, there's gonna be a line, so the camera's gonna be moving to here within this amount of time. So around 20 seconds, it's gonna be moving this. Very slow, by the way. So here we have this, and then the player just keeps going forward. So we're gonna keep going forward and just follow the player, for example. Of course, you can do this with anything, mobs, other players, doesn't matter. It's just the idea here is that we want to have a simple little set of recording here. So we just keep doing this, and it's gonna keep going this way now. So it's going away from us, so we need to go ahead and catch back again. Let's say we're gonna put it here, like so. And here, it's where it stops, somewhere around here. So just wait for that. There you go. And we'll just finish it right here. Up. There you go. So the last keyframe is the last frame. So let's say that this is our whole entire recording here. We can see that we just have everything up to set. So this is like this one to this one, this one to this one to this one to this one. That's kind of how all this works. So now that you have your little camera action here, as you can see, the green bit is moving around throughout the different time. What you want to do here is, for example, you can just go ahead and change time. So you can go and add element here, and then you can do time of day, and now you can do from the beginning, we can do a different time. So we can do 0, for example, and then we can just go ahead and go here, and then we can do 10,000. Well, and then we'll just go ahead and render that whenever it needs to be. So this is some of the stuff that can be done during the recording. So that is pretty cool. So either way, now what you want to do is simply go ahead and export the movie here. And the way you do this is by going to File here on the top. Then you can go ahead and go to Export Video. And here you're gonna have a menu which shows up right here. And you can go ahead and change the resolution, the frame rate. You can go ahead and change it from MP4. You can change your codec. You can add more bitrate, which will extend how long it takes to render. But basically, all you want to do is do Start Export. It is going to ask us where do we want to save it. So we'll just do Downloads, and then we just do Save. And we're now exporting the video, so I'm just going to fast forward a tiny bit. Okay, and once you're done exporting, what you can do is go to your File Explorer, then your Downloads folder, and you'll find your video right here. So this is our video here, and if we play it, you will notice that we have the same recording here that we had earlier. So that's the idea, that's how we use the flashback mod. Here we can see our time of day thing here, from going from like slightly dark to full daytime. It's very subtle, but it is a thing. You can see it right here. So that's one thing. So yeah, here we are back in flashback mode, and you can just take another recording here by just selecting everything and deleting, for example, and you can just go ahead and restart something else. So yeah, that is how we use flashback mod. So if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and see you for the next one. Bye!